This is a tradition here. Also, Sprock Zarathustra, Richard Strauss, but best known as the 2001 theme.
Hey, man. You and I haven't been here for a while. This is an awesome entrance.
Hi, I'm Jism, and today I'm going to be playing Football Coach, College Dynasty, a game where you simulate being the head coach of a college football program. Now, I love this game. I already have close to 300 hours logged, and I only got this game a month ago. For this video, I'll be coaching South Carolina, since I went to South Carolina, and I got a degree from South Carolina, and I want to win South Carolina a national championship. As you see, I've already recreated Shane Beamer in this game, Charleston zip code and everything, so let's get this roleplay started. I've given Shane a spread and pass first offensive scheme because I want an offense that throws the ball a lot. The defensive scheme, I'll actually base that on what our defensive coordinator has, and he's 4-4 split conservative man, so that's what I'm going to do. Offense, it gives your offense a boost when your offensive coordinator has the same scheme as you do, and it's the same for defense. So you definitely want these to be, the same starting out because it'll make your team better. For starting school, the guy who made this game is a Florida fan, so you always start with Florida, but I'm not going to start with Florida. I'm starting with South Carolina. And so let's begin the game. Yeah, you'll notice I have South Carolina's actual logo there. I'm actually going to include a link to a universe file with all the actual schools and the logos and everything in the description. So if you want to use them yourself, you can. It definitely helps a lot with, immersion, seeing like the actual schools and the actual, bowls and everything. It makes it feel like you're actually like coaching in the NCAA. But yeah, it always starts with this welcome screen. If you're actually new to the game, it'll help to read everything here. I'm definitely gonna try to do what I can, but as you see, we have Spencer Rattler here, and he's awesome. Um, yeah, he's a 91 overall, great potential. Um, he's the only like actual player I made, but yeah. um, Yeah, he's great. I have actually his actual height, his actual weight, his actual hometown, and well, loyal. He's probably not loyal since he played for Oklahoma before us, but at least he ended his college career with us, so that's all that matters. But yeah, like if you're gonna use like one of the 124, 134 school universes, then it's gonna like take a while to advance through everything. Like once we're like really going, I'm probably gonna like skip these loading screens. But for now, I'm just gonna like just like talk about the game some more. Yeah, it came out in December of 2022. It's been out for just over a year, and yeah, it's gaining some traction. So yeah, Radler didn't improve at all, but that's all right. He's still great. So he only had a potential, but his potential actually increased even though he didn't. Yeah, probably should have gotten someone better training, but that's all right. Yeah, usually I like to do like the more CEO type of guys, but I went with a recruiter this time since hopefully that'll make recruiting a bit easier. But you see, we have an effective play calling level of 10. That's definitely going to help, like in a conference like the SEC. And on defense, we have an effective play calling level of 11. So, yeah, that'll be really good for us. Um, Going to advance again. Yeah, honestly, it does take a while to like get the hang of everything. Just there's so much to do, and like with in-season recruiting, like there's basically like something you're gonna have to do, every single week. So you're not just like simulating games. Like we start with the spring one and preseason, and here that's where you can actually train guys yourself. So even though Radley didn't get a great progression, I can boost his quarterback IQ, and we got a breakthrough. So that's really great. He went +3 in OIQ, so offensive or quarterback IQ. Uh, and yeah, you also generally want to boost the backup because if your quarterback gets injured, you'll generally want a quarterback who's good backing him up. And I usually like based on like arm strength, accuracy, or quarterback IQ, I just boost whatever's the lowest among them. So in this case, it's accuracy, but unfortunately, he did not get a breakthrough. Still went +2, but yeah, it could have been more. But yeah, this guy, Andres Schaefer, he'll be our starter after Radler graduates. So I'm going to auto sign the rest of them. Like you can do more of them if you want to, but yeah, the quarterback's the most important position. So that's where you really like want to focus on your trainings. Yeah, there's another thing like you can autofill targets from here, but like especially like if you're starting with a low prestige school, which by the way, I don't know why, like in the universe files they have, South Carolina's 3 prestige. Like, I mean, I don't know. Like, I feel like even though we don't have a ring, we shouldn't have the same prestige as Tulsa. But like that's just me. But yeah, generally, you're gonna want to start with the stars. Like we're not good enough to get 5 stars yet. We might get some 4 stars, but yeah, you'll generally want to start from there. Sort by interest score points ahead, since that determines the points you'll get just from targeting them, which will help you a lot down the line. But yeah, especially like when you're going after these blue chip guys, you're gonna want to be in front and by a good amount, and you're behind, so we're not gonna go after any 4 stars right now. Uh, get rid of them. 3 stars. Uh, yeah, so even though you don't see the team here, if you have the highest interest, like by the time you start targeting them, you're gonna like go way ahead. So I'm just gonna go down the line here. I don't really like care that much about the different positions right now. Like I am gonna like look at the needs later on, and if I notice like you have like a lot of a certain position, I probably will cull it a bit. But yeah, for now, you just like go down until you don't see your school like really competing. I don't know where we are. I mean, we're going for 3 stars, so we should be in front. We just like our logo isn't showing. Let me see. Yeah, so Troy is 42 interest, we have 52 interest. So like even though you don't see us, like we're still ahead. Uh, so yeah, I think after 2 pages of this, you'll want to see like how many of each position you have. We need 2 offensive linemen. We have 8, so that's fine. We need 1 linebacker. We're targeting 5. Still have like 10 more guys we can get. Um, so yeah, I'm gonna target a couple more. Oh hey, logo finally showed up for someone. Defensive lineman Josh Harris. He's from Columbia, so yeah, basically right in our backyard. Um, And yeah, that's everyone. So yeah, we have 10 offensive linemen offered, 5 defensive linemen, 5 linebackers, only 1 cornerback. So actually might, well, actually no, I'm gonna cut down our wide receivers since we don't actually need any. And yeah, so you can just filter for wide receivers. You can look at who you've offered so far. I'm probably just gonna cut out the worst. So get rid of that 65, probably that 69. I don't see anyone like under 70 I'm just gonna get rid of, so I'll get rid of them too. And then I'll go to cornerbacks. Add a couple more guys here, and we should be good. All right. But yeah, that's just the start. You will probably have to go back later on, but like for now, this should be good. So just go to my targets. You don't really know anything about any of these players yet, so you should just auto assign recruiting actions. And then for practice, that really just matters if you're going to like actually be coaching in the games. But you know, like I don't really do that. I just simulate. So that's not really important for me. Um, yeah, so I think during preseason, advancing isn't that slow. So I can just do this again. I'll boost his accuracy this time. No breakthrough, but that's fine. Him, I boost his accuracy. Auto assign. Recruiting. So just sort by potential. If you see anyone who's D or below, get rid of them. So B plus, B plus, D plus. Yeah, we actually have a couple of D's, so get rid of him. Gonna get rid of him. Gonna get rid of him. Gonna get rid of him. And I'll get rid of him. And then I'm going to go back to all recruits. This is where you start looking at your needs. We do need a tight end, so I think I'll assign one more or target one more. And yeah, you should probably like use your scouting actions too, just so you're not really wasting your time. But interest score points ahead. Yeah. Make sure you're always sorting by interest score points ahead, because that's how you find the guys who are really into you. So yeah, I don't want that tight end. I'll scout him. B minus, that's good. I'll scout him. B minus, that's fine. I'll scout him. C. Yeah, sure, why not? And still two more guys we can go after. So let me see. Actually, yeah, I'll go after some safeties since like we need two, but you're only going after three. And you know, obviously, like you can do recruiting however you want to. This is how I do it, and I've had a good amount of success with it, so I'm not really gonna change it up. Oh, so he's A minus potential, so I'm definitely going after him. Uh, oh, this dude's a 70. C plus potential. But yeah, I'm fine with that. Okay, so go back to my targets, auto assign, and all right, we're good for this phase. So yeah, recruiting in this game is very involved. You definitely want to put as much work into that as you can because that's what really determines like how good your team will be in the future. Really like more than anything else, because like even if you have great coordinators, like you have the facilities, like it won't matter if your players aren't good, you know. That's what like determines like whether you win or lose at the end of the day. So I'm gonna go after quarterback IQ again for Rattler, for Schaefer. I'm going to go after quarterback IQ for him too. Then auto assign the rest. And then I'm gonna sort the targets by potential again. Again, if they're D or worse, you just get rid of them, bring in someone else. Like D plus, I'm pretty iffy about, but I don't really care that much. So there's one D minus. All right, advance again. Okay, and so this is the last time I'm going to boost anyone. So now he's 100 in all the major quarterback stats. Evasion, speed, and ball carrying matter more for like when they run the ball, but like we're a pass first offense, so that's not really that important. I boost Schaefer's accuracy again. Auto sign at rest. And yeah, like at the summer phases, that's where you can start scheduling visits. So it's definitely something you should keep in mind. Uh, usually, I think yeah, you should actually sort by points ahead here, because for the earlier visits or the earlier guys, you can just like do early games. That won't really hurt you that much. Well, yeah, he's a D plus, so I'm probably not gonna keep him around for that long. Oh, there's an F here. Yeah, I'm gonna call some guys too. Um, but yeah, if you just like, especially since we have a week one home game, I'm just gonna like get as many visits out of the way there as I can, and then I'll start focusing on like the later games after. But actually, yeah, I'm gonna start with week two here. And again, since you sort by inches points ahead, like every week you're gonna get points, like more points than the other teams just by targeting them. So like even though like we're behind for this guy right now, I think actually like we'll go with like maybe the Georgia game. Like Georgia's likely to be ranked, so like if we somehow beat them, then that's really gonna help us. But like even then, definitely helps to have those games against ranked teams, and that's one thing that helps playing the SEC. Like, well, obviously you can't play a tight end here, so I was playing against Missouri. Uh, like you have plenty of opportunities to get ranked teams to play you at home, and like if you win one of those games, that'll help you a lot with recruits. So you also like want to go later since you get a bonus for having like a later visit than the others, since I guess like the recruits have recency bias. So like the last school they visit would be like I guess more on their mind. I assume that's what was going through the developer's head. Uh, but yeah, I'm just gonna auto sign the recruiting stuff again. Like we can't give out scholarships yet, so I don't really focus on that other stuff in the preseason. But yeah, after you finish all of those, that's where you get the expectations from your athletic director and your boosters. So he expects us to win at least 6 games or win the division. Winning 6 games will probably be easier. Like you see, you already have a ranked game against Auburn coming up, so that should help us with some guys. So yeah, we have different boosters here. The Diamond Donor gives you the most money. His condition is you win against your division rival, and I believe our division rival is Kentucky, so it shouldn't be too hard. Um, our Gold Donor says we need to score 13 rushing touchdowns. Since we're a spread and pass first offense, that'll be pretty difficult. That's not really a big deal. Like even though like 13 rushing touchdowns, that's like one a game. Like we should honestly do that. And our bronze donor wants us to win 5 conference games. Again, like we play in the SEC, so I mean, like really, like any conference game will be hard. Like even against the Kentuckys, and I don't think Vandy's in the SEC here, which is should be the case in real life. But um, yeah. So Ole Miss isn't ranked. We might beat them. Oregon State, yeah, they're independent and like this universe I made. Oregon State, Washington State, since they aren't in conferences anymore, just like put them in an independent conference with Notre Dame and like some other schools that couldn't really fit into the other conferences. But yeah, so here you're gonna sort by points ahead again. You're gonna start at the bottom, and yeah, there's still some guys who's potentially you don't see, but that's not a huge deal. I think I'm gonna give him a scholarship. He's pretty good, and okay. Actually, I think I'll do a visit with LSU. It's week 6, but I mean, we're already ahead for him, so I'm not too concerned about that. We have a tight end with C potential. I'll go after him. Uh, wide receiver is D potential, so you shouldn't even really be here. But yeah, I'm pretty lazy with this. Like they're definitely actually I'm gonna remove them. Like, because we don't need any wide receivers, so um I guess I could go back to like adding more targets in here, but it's not really something I'm too worried about. He's good. Yeah, so yeah, week one is generally like where you want to give out all your scholarship offers. You want to have at least 20, like usually you have like 24, 25, like the max amount of like I guess players that you can actually like give scholarships to like before like the off season is 25. So you generally like don't want to go over that, but it really doesn't matter all that much in the long run. The C minus guys I'm gonna like ignore for now. I might go back for them later if you're a decent amount under 20 by the time I finish doing this. But yeah, I'm offering a good amount of tight ends. All right, you also like y'all should probably like start handing out visits. Like I was kind of lazy about that, but oh, he's F minus. I definitely want to keep him. Um, yeah, so I actually might go back. There aren't really a lot of like high potential guys here. Like honestly, like potential, like that matters more than anything else. Especially like if you aren't very high in training, like I'm not. uh, and yeah, there are like different types of like pitches you can give them. Like generally, like for offensive players, like the offensive pitches are the best. For defensive players, the defensive pitches are the best. Right now, we have 10 offers used, so like most of these guys are the guys I'm pretty much guaranteed to get since they are sorting my points ahead. I'm already a good amount of points ahead for these guys, so I don't know. I'll do one last Georgia game since it's what 424. Yeah, I'm 457 for him. Yeah, we might need a new quarterback, or a new star quarterback. Um, and then for him, I'll do the LSU game. But I'm not gonna offer him. Oh, I'm not gonna offer him either. He's a D plus. Yeah, like even for guys like you don't plan to offer, like it's still like good to have in that game since like it gives you a bonus for like the guys who actually want to visit those games. So I'm gonna offer him. Gonna offer him. Gonna offer him. So yeah, I've only used 18 offers. I mean that's pretty close, but I actually will find a few more targets. What do I need? I could offer a few more defensive linemen since I cut a couple of them out. Um, Maybe a few more offensive linemen. Actually, yeah, I'm just gonna do this. Like the guys we don't want. We don't need another quarterback. We don't need another wide receiver. I'm actually not targeting any wide receiver, so maybe I can't get one. Um, yeah, I'm kind of just talking to myself at this point, but they're actually pretty low on defensive lineman targeting. Um, I think yeah, that's good for now. Yeah, you can also like save a filter. Actually might do that here just so I don't have to keep going back and forth. So create parent filter as new filter, I don't care. And sort by interest score points ahead again. And I guess like any guy I haven't already offered. I'm gonna give an offer to here. So this wide receiver, this B plus potential. So I'll target him. You know, a lot of these guys are guys like already like not really done much with. Oh, so yeah, the good wide receivers are the guys I skipped initially, and yeah, there's a lot of fuzz early on, so like you're not really sure like who's actually good and who's actually bad. Like yeah, 71 is D potential is 69. Who knows, he might have A plus, B plus. It's still, it's still pretty good. Like even if you don't need wide receivers, like obviously it doesn't hurt to have more of them, especially doing a spread offense. And JUCOs, I don't really like to go after. Um, hmm, we're actually behind for him. What? I don't know. How do we go from being behind? Oh right, I'm not doing this right. Yeah, again, like we're hiring interest scores, so we'll eventually move up. Especially, he's from Spartanburg. The guys ahead of me are Wake Forest and North Carolina. So like we're eventually gonna be ahead for him. But yeah, I think that's it for now. Um, yeah, I'm gonna sort by points ahead again. I'll give offers to a few more people, but right now I'm just going to do pitches for the guys I know I'm behind with. Actually, I might use scouting for him. Ooh, F plus. I'm actually getting rid of him. Yeah, so I mean, yeah, it really is what it is. I do need another cornerback. Yeah, I mean, it's yeah, this can definitely get tedious, especially if you don't know what you're doing, like me. But like it's fun, like eventually. Um, sort by interest, score points ahead. Always remember that. I can't really scout. Well, I have one scouting. Okay, so that doesn't really help much, but I'm still going to target him. Just hope I get lucky. But yes, once again, you sort by points ahead. Go to the back. Like once you like start giving out scholarships, you start giving out pitches, and like whatever's in green, that's generally like what you want to go with, because that's the best pitch for that particular player. And do this and this. And yeah, I promise to get much more, will get more exciting from here. Like, even though I only have 18 offers, I'm gonna give out more eventually, so I'm not too worried about that. I don't know. I like to use defensive pitches with defensive guys, and like at this stage, it doesn't really matter all that much. It's just one more visit I can schedule. I think that's it for now. So yeah, I've used all my recruiting points or my recruiting actions. So when you set practice focus, there are a couple ways you can go about this. Like since I have a great quarterback and I have a spread offense, and like 99% of the time I'm just gonna go downfield passing. For defense focus, you like focus on like the other team scheme. Like they're also spreading pass first, so I'm gonna focus on limiting their downfield passing. Locking the focuses. Do one auto practice just to see what we have. So yeah, you use a shotgun spread, cover th and they do a cover three buzz press. You get the average 10 yards per play. So I guess if I am in a game and I ever want to take over play calling, then like that's like one weapon I can have in my arsenal. But that's really like only useful like if you do most of play calling yourself. So yeah, you can look at your depth chart to like to auto sort unlocked positions because like especially like when guys get injured and get brought back, they're like put in weird places. So you just want to make sure like your best guys are getting the best minutes. And yeah, I'm not going to really do anything on this screen, but yeah, everything the weekly checklist is done. So um yeah, I'm just going to advance here and we'll see what happens. Probably once the SEC games start, that's when I'm gonna be like doing actual playthroughs, but I mean for Oregon State, like I don't really care that much about them. We should win this game. I'd be surprised if we didn't. Okay, so we did win, but we still dropped in the rankings because the team we beat sucked. But you know, we still had a great game. Spencer Rattler at 368 passing yards. He completed 78%. Only threw one touchdown, but you know, averaged 8 yards. You know, he had a lot of records since this is literally our first game. Whoever Jose Dyer is, like he had a lot of rushing yards. Orlando Benjamin, he had a decent amount of receiving yards. Dominique Laurie, 10 catches on 13 targets. Yeah, you know, good game overall. All right, so next we're gonna play Auburn. You know, that's gonna be a ranked matchup. It's gonna be on national TV. Definitely gonna be doing that one live. Um, but for now, I'm going to sort by points ahead again. I'm gonna see if like any of the new guys I added, if we're really behind for any of them. So yeah, we're decent amount behind for this fella. So even though we just beat Oregon State, they're way ahead of us. Yeah, I kind of wish like I had him for that game, but that's all right. Yeah, because like if another team that you're if another team that's targeting a player that they're like high in interest for, if you beat them, like you get like more points and they get fewer points. So that's like one of the fun things about this game. I'll just go to him here. I'm probably not gonna go over him since we're so far behind, but I mean, I'm still gonna keep an eye on him maybe. Um, I'll give him an offer. Well, actually, I'm gonna scout him first. Yeah, I see potential. That's fine. And yeah, we're still behind for a couple of these guys, even though we have like the advantage in interest points. But again, like you get points every week you target them. So like even like if you're a decent amount behind at first, like eventually you're gonna catch up, especially like if you have the visits and everything. So I'm not too worried about this. Just like make sure like you're like prioritizing those guys and doing those pitches because that'll like also like help you like catch up quicker. And yeah. So I get a 300-point bonus against Georgia for this guy. And for this guy, I get a 100-point bonus against LSU. C plus potential. That's not too bad. Probably over 20 by now. Scouts, USC. Um, yeah, sure, why not? I'm offering a decent amount of tight ends. Yeah, I'm probably like getting close to my number. Um, yeah, I'll move him here. Get both of them pitches. Schedule visits. So schedule him against UGA. Give him an okay pitch. And for him, in Stokesdale, North Carolina. That's probably where Appalachian State has an advantage, but we should still get him. Well, actually, never mind, I'm not offering him. He's still gonna visit us though, so like if we do like go after him later on, that should help us. Okay, we're offering him. Um, yeah, we're up to 26 offers, so I actually went over my number. Like, I mean, well, a couple of guys on that last page you might miss out on, but yeah, you generally don't want to go over 25. Like if you're lucky, there's going to be some offers left over by the end of the season, and it won't matter all that much. But yeah, generally like want to stay under 25, like ignore like what I'm doing. Um, I'll schedule a few more visits. Yeah, Georgia and LSU won't really help us here, so I'm gonna do Kentucky. it's a rivalry game, so the stadium atmosphere should be great. And I think that's all we do for now. Okay, so for Auburn, yeah, so yeah, with man defenses, yeah, let's focus more on stopping the run. Plus, they're really, really bad at stopping the pass. Whoever like played them last had 357 yards against them. Like, who did they play? Yeah, so yeah, they played Notre Dame. It was a shootout. They still almost won despite giving up 45. Well, no, they did won. They won despite giving up 45 points. But yeah, that was not a great game for their passing defense. Um, so yeah, I'm gonna focus on downfield passing against them. They play a pass first offense, so I'm definitely gonna limit their their downfield passing so they don't drop nearly 50 on us like they did against Notre Dame. Um, yeah, let me see what I get here. So whatever Franker curl is, it gets 9 yards per play. So it's not as good as that last play we did, but it's still helpful to have in the arsenal. And I'm gonna play this. We're 7.5 point favorites, so that's nice. Um, yeah, we have the advantage in offensive and defensive talent, so this should be a win for us. Like, the one good thing about having Will Muschamp in South Carolina was beating Auburn for the first time in close to 100 years. That was the only good thing. But yeah, I like Beamer a lot more, and let's hope he can get a win for us. So I'm gonna just sim to halftime just to see where we are. We're up 16-7, so yeah, their offense hasn't been nearly as good against us as it was against Notre Dame. That's just the SEC, just means more. And yeah, going into the fourth, we're up 11 points. Last 5 minutes, we're up 13. So I'm going to sim to the end of the game, and that is a win for South Carolina. The crowd goes wild. Cocky does whatever it is that Cocky does. Yeah, that's it for us. So let's go to the summary. Yeah, we had over 500 yards against them, two more 20-yard plays. We dominated time of possessions, went to rather 387 yards. Uh, our top running back didn't get that much, but like overall, yeah, we weren't very good running the ball. We only had like 3.9 rushing yards per attempt, but we had over 9 passing yards per attempt. So yeah, offense is working like I want it to. All right, so we're 2-0. We should rise in the rankings after that win over 12th ranked Auburn. It's definitely been a good start to the season for us. I definitely feel like we can, make a run to the SEC championship game, maybe even make the playoffs. But yeah, the SEC is a tough conference. Like Auburn's not the toughest team we're gonna play. And we did rise to 13th in the rankings, but we had a major leg injury to one of our linebackers, and like thing with major injuries is like if you play them, like there's a very good chance like they turn into a severe injury and you can't play this dude at all. So um yeah, I'm actually gonna like go to the depth chart now and go to linebacker, bench player's major injury, just make sure he doesn't get any minutes. And then I'll go to recruiting and see how things are going there. And like since we already have 26 offers, I'm just like gonna do the guys I've offers for. Um, I'm just gonna go down the list. The guys I'm up 1,000 points for, I'm just gonna do early games. Well, actually, I'm only up 86 points for him, so I'm gonna go to LSU. Um, yeah, I'm still way down for him. uh, yeah, Oregon State's offering him some money. I think their offensive coordinator has some badges or whatever. I'm kind of down about this, but let's just keep pitching him, see how things go. Yeah, there are a couple guys who are just like way down for. Even though like I'm a recruiter, I shouldn't be having this much trouble with recruiting. Um, yeah, if you miss out on a guy, you miss out on a guy. You should still try and like when you see that little like blue thing up there, that means like they have a visit. So even if you're a couple hundred points down, like you can easily like make up for that after your visit. Still gonna give him a pitch though, and yeah, like especially like when you're going against like I guess like programs with bigger coffers, you're gonna have to like be ready to give out bags, you know, and yeah, I still have some defensive coordinator pitches. I should have probably gone target should have probably targeted more defensive players, but it's what it is. Like we just need more help on offense. It's not like much help we need on defense. Um, yeah, against Ole Miss, like yeah, with his own defenses, they're generally better against the pass, but like in this case, it's not even that much of a difference. Like they're 23rd in passing yards allowed, 26th in rushing yards allowed. Like it's basically the same. And we have Radler, so we're gonna focus on downfield passing. On offense, to run first, so we're actually gonna focus on stopping their run. We lock in those focuses. Let's see. Okay, so slot outs, like whatever cover three buzz presses, that doesn't work. So that's not gonna be something I go after. Um, oh wait, actually, well no, I'm actually gonna do this one live just to see what happens. Yeah, we're 8-point favorites. Which we were 7-point favorites against 12th ranked Auburn, but I guess since we're on the road, I guess there's more of a chance we lose. But I mean, I don't think we'll lose. Let's play this and see what happens. Okay, so at halftime we're actually down 7-9. Radler has not been having a good game so far. Like I assume, because like we only have 7 points. Um, Looking at the summary, yeah, he's 13 of 20, 125 yards, and interception. He's not really had a lot of luck with touchdowns so far, but hopefully we can get something going in the third quarter. Okay, so now we're up. Got a field goal. It's definitely better than nothing. So Ole Miss has the ball. So hopefully we can get a stop here. Oh man, they really scored on us. Uh, Man, that's not great. This is not good at all. Um, yeah, that's all right. There's 4 minutes left. We have the ball. Uh, you just gotta try and score here. So our offensive coordinator, I don't know what any of this means. He doesn't a shotgun ace clearly doesn't work since we went back. Rather incomplete pass to Lowry. Another. Ooh, okay. So we got a 15-yard pass from Radler, and that gets us to 3rd and 12. We're from 3rd and 12, so I think yeah, we got 1st and 10 now. All right, another 15-yard pass. Yeah, Radler's really playing well right now. Just when we need him to. It's 3:34 left in the game, and we need to. Oh man, yeah, Radler's really slinging it. 13-yard pass to David Clay. We're inside the 40 now. Okay, let's see what Radler does. 13-yard pass. Ole Miss cannot stop us right now. We are at their 23. Like, we need a touchdown here. Riley's going to make sure we get one. 2 minutes remain. But with a 12-yard pass from Radler, like, we've just gone right down the field. 2 minutes left. We're out there 11. Got to score here. They actually get a stop here. Or we decided to run it here for some reason, despite Radler being hot. We lost 2 yards because of it. It's now 2nd and 12. Okay, so we run it again. I don't know why we're going run heavy now when there's a minute left. Like, yeah, there's a chance they come back, but I mean, like first, like we got to score. It's now 3rd and 6. Uh, and an incomplete pass. I mean, I don't know. I really don't think we should kick it here. We need 7 points. Hopefully the offensive coordinator knows this and doesn't do something stupid. Oh my God, bro. This is awful. We lost to Ole Miss because like our offensive coordinator decided to go run heavy when we were at their 2023. This is actually awful. So yeah, I mean they really don't have to do anything at this point. I'm actually gonna go to the end of the game because we lost. Final, Ole Miss 17, South Carolina 10. We're gonna take a big drop in the rankings because of this. And yeah, this isn't great. That was a really bad game, especially offensively. We couldn't get anything done. And yeah, I mean there's certainly a chance like that we like have a good season from here, but I mean like you don't get much like SEC games don't get much easier than playing Ole Miss. That was definitely a game we needed to win. And now our next game is a rivalry game against Kentucky. That's going to be important because, like, obviously, not only will it keep us in the hunt, but like it'll get us like extra money from boosters, which will like help us a lot, like as we like improve the program. So yeah, that's definitely a must win. Yeah, we're still down for a lot of guys. So like this one, that's mostly because Hawaii has a visit and we don't. I'm actually gonna use my offensive coordinator pitch here, and my head coach pitch here, and I'll use a good pitch for this guy. All right, so yeah, might lose out on a couple people, but I'm not too upset about that. Yeah, we want to see. We might have to start giving out bags soon. And like I want to like preserve our money for the off season, but like at this point, like yeah, I mean, yeah, we're just down for a lot of guys. Um, yeah, Kentucky's horrible at stopping the pass, so I mean, it's not even a question. We're going downfield passing against them. We're gonna limit their downfield passing. Let's see. Okay, so slot outs. That's not a good move against cover two man. Um, the good news is we don't have any injuries, so I said there can be good news. That's it. Have everything on our checklist, so let's play the game. We're 14.5 point favorites against Kentucky, but we were 8 point favorites against Ole Miss, and we lost that game. So yeah, I'm taking nothing for granted here. Our offensive coordinator is gonna need to earn his paycheck today. Okay, we're up 13-3 at halftime. I mean, I'd rather like not have to be relying on our defense at this point since we have Spencer Rattler, but you know, it is what it is. Going into the fourth quarter, we're up 20-3. Okay, that's not too bad. Into the last 5 minutes, Kentucky gets another field goal, but we're still way ahead. And end of game, we win it 20-9. Looking at the summary, we only like beat them by a little with yards. We didn't win time of possession by that much, but Ryler did have a good game at least. 273 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 int. You know, we didn't do great passing it, but we actually averaged 4.9 yards per run, which is like better than what we usually have. But yeah, we win it against Kentucky.